Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to another new edition of the Mass Adoption Weekly Review. Guys, I'm so sorry that this Saturday I was not around, I was not sound, and I was out of town, and I couldn't really honor my rendezvous of 10 p.m. on Saturday. But notwithstanding, knowing the importance of this training for many other people that may not be having one or two things to listen to the mass adoption during the week, I decided to do it this morning. I'm just from doing the French version. I'm trying to put out the English version as soon as possible because in less than 30 minutes from now, I'll be having a meeting. So, guys, we are busy on Monday in the Kringle community. So, I'm just trying to rush and do my best to give you what was the uplines of what the mass adoption carried from Monday of last week to Friday. So let's just run faster and go right deep and get the subject of all what went through the week with the Kringle community. So let's move on as I take you to the weekly review of the mass adoption training of last week. Okay, here we are, Monday the 18th, 10th. We started the mass adoption, and admin stressed out that TBC is a mission with a currency and not a currency with a mission. So this was the first important thing that admin stressed out on that Monday, and we tried to explain what is a mission with a currency and not a currency with a mission. The key word of that Monday was support, and the call team on that day was 6,116. Admin Talk also say we can increase this number by starting with the assurance card to talk to people with the assurance card. That is the most important thing we should talk about. And all of us watched the weekly review video of Life Force for the past week. So the last Friday weekly review of Life Force video, that is the weekly meeting pattern, we watched it and understood all what an admin explained at each level, all the main points of which had to do with TBC and what we should be doing as a community to benefit from what Life Force is offering. During his explanation, he still came back to this issue of TBC is a mission with a currency and not the other way around, and Life Force is the same. So, seeing our mission statement and looking at what Life Force is doing right now, we come to understand that we are at the same route map as far as human life is concerned. We are not different. The simple difference is that they have fundings and we have a mission that we were building up, which is self-funded. Now, admin said with the 30 person that come together to form their assembly, they should do their meeting privately and not publicly to send to Life Force. Once in once in assembly meetings, no mention of TBC should be allowed. Focus should be on Life Force and all things that and everything must be put separate. So those that are leaders and organizing for Life Force, meetings for Life Force should be for Life Force, and once they are doing things that has to do to the TBC should be for TBC. There is no need to be doing cross pollination or talking about TBC in Life Force meeting. TBC and Life Force have two distinct missions, but of which we have the same roadmap. So nothing about TBC should be said in your assembly meetings. If you don't want to support TBC and want to be in an assembly, what do you have to bring on the table? You can go and do yourself. So this is a special information that goes to those who say TBC wants to use assemblies or Life Force to push people to pay their back office. No, admin is saying it very clean and clear here. I will take you to your back office to show you this information, which is very, very important, which everyone needs to really adhere to, which explains it out detailedly. Most people are just wagging their mouth because they don't read. And I've come to realize that the greatest thing in the criminal community is that most people don't read. Here is the information. There is no fee to pay to be an assembly. and you don't have to be an active member of TBC to be on an assembly. But TBC is under no obligation to teach inactive members anything about the assurance card, assemblies, projects, or anything else Life Force offers by going to them directly. So you can go to Life Force
Welcome to
directly
your dashboard inside of the Kringle
if you
Cashback
don't
office.
want to
I have so many
pay
exciting things to show you, I
your
hardly know where to begin.
back office
Perhaps you can guide me
fee.
in what interests you
So
most by
the Kringle
selecting one of these
community
categories.
is not going to give you any possibility to participate in our things if you don't want to help us grow. So that was the subject matter of Monday, and admin well stressed on that. That is why I did a correction or a collection of those information. Let's move rapidly to Tuesday, 1910. The mass adoption of Tuesday 1910 was heard by Ambassador Bay, and he went on. The meeting started, and admin started with information on leaders that were to contact Augustine for life force orientation, and that didn't. And admin was trying to say on that day that some leaders have been substituted because they didn't show up to do the work that was allocated for them. And admin was trying to say if you're a leader and you have been given the opportunity to do work, you should show up and do that work accordingly. Because because if you don't show up, somebody else is going to be put in place. The foreign leaders have been removed because they have not been building their assemblies and did not complete life force assembly orientation for trying. So guys, these guys need to show up and build their assemblies. So try as much as possible to contact Augustine. This is Augustine here, contact there. Get to Augustine, and they are going to orientate you on how to go about with your assembly. Here is his contact, here are all his information. Try to get to him, and he is going to help you. All these new leaders that have been selected, please try to get to Augustine. All these new leaders, try to get to Augustine, all of you, so that before this day Sunday, so that he can help you have your thing in order. Now, so that is it. And we went on. The way the world wants is to seal one's soul. That is, Ami was making allusion to what is going to the world now. And he went on, the top of the matter now is to do what is necessary to stop this massive genocide now. It is thirdly, it is thirdly by your government skills, because they do not like you. That is, it's thirdly for your government to kill you now because they do not want you. We have seen genocide in the past of different kinds that are not tough like this one. This is a threat about your life. That is this genocide of vaccination that is going on right now, because they want to have access to all your body. Some of us are still thinking of food that we want to put on our table rather than seeing how we can end this genocide that maybe can change the whole state of things. What is good food, money, and all the essential if you are dead? So we should better stop what is going on right now rather than looking for food. The truth, the truth will keep us alive. So assembly is to give us that opportunity to come together. So when you are up as a leader, it gives you the opportunity to help participate to solidify this construction. In this, you can help build your 10 million project. I will be officially connecting with Kelly of Lifeforce in a week from now. I will be exposing to him what we are and how we wish to associate with them to end this zombie apocalypse as soon as possible. A lot of people are unknowingly associating to this deception and lying for the good of this vaccine, that a lot of people are falling for it. So admin say he is going to expose these two things to life force, which I think is in their agenda. He showed us a short video. After the video, he explained when someone has satisfaction is when he is built. What I'm doing in TBC is building people, and we are producing the tools in TBC, and Life Off is equally bringing some tools to build you up. So TBC and Life Force are doing practically one and the same thing to build human up and to give you the opportunity to take control of yourself. Ami went further to say, I have satisfaction with my life. And when I see certain people living in a certain way because they don't know certain things, they are dissatisfied. Even when someone have money, I know people that are dissatisfied even if they have money. So I want you to get some satisfaction. So the key word of that day was satisfaction. And he went further to say this: we had a lot to do, and it takes time to do a lot. A lot of people lack patience. Building an economy and pushing funding to assemblies takes a lot of time. All this will take time. And most of us think that all can just be done right there. There is a journey that we need to go through to do all this. Be patient with your leaders and not attacking your leaders or our leaders. It doesn't mean that all of us are perfect, certainly. Instead, be that instead be that person who can be for himself, and then your satisfaction should depend on what you do and not on what another person does for you, period. So your satisfaction should come from what you do and not what another person does. So your satisfaction should not be based on what another person is to do, but it should be on what you are doing. Do not look for satisfaction out of yourself. Do not look for satisfaction out of yourself. Each of us has our own journey, and you need to be satisfied with your journey. You need to be the hero or the loser of your journey. Satisfaction is taking that life that God gave you and doing something with it until you feel that you are satisfied with what you have done. After that, how about going out to help others? You should be happy that you did a good job doing something that has helped others, and the happiness that you will have is great when you are in a position to share. As each of you go out inside yourself, ask yourself this question, which will give you the way to really see things from a different perspective. Let's look at the questions you should ask yourself. Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I special? Who am I? Why am I here? And why am I special? Listen to all the answers. Listen, and all the answers will come of these questions. And the answers will come to all these questions, and you will be satisfied that you are playing your role. Let your purpose lead you to your destiny, and you need to keep doing this every day. If all of you do this, we will see that we will have heaven on earth. Call team for that day was 6,128. And same message with rotator, which is if we don't attend 11,111 at the end of this month, the rotator of 10% is going to be put off to when it grows. Use the strategy of talking to 10 people a day to move forward. So you can go to the blog and you will see that strategy, which is well spelled out there, that can give you the way forward to really be able to talk to people. 10 people a day, which will give you room to move forward. Now, mass adoption of Wednesday 2010, hosted by Ambassador Bay. So admin started the review of the blog, and he went to show us that Manipur, India has been qualified as the third town for the food subsidy center. AG, see the blog, so I have the details there in the blog. He went on, Augustine and Army gone on with the adjustment of the assembly leaders that have newly been selected to rapidly build up assembly for the jurisdictions that will be allocated. So for those who were given the opportunity to help others that didn't show up, these new leaders were selected, and they were to build new assemblies for a reasonable date, and they were to contact Augustine to help them on doing that. So that was that information at that particular point. Uh, admin went on with the keyword of the day, which no, I think I was here. Augustine went on to read the names. All these names that are right on the blog needs to contact Augustine to get formal orientation before Sunday. Without orientation, they can be ratified. Okay. Now, the keywords of the day was project. And Anmi went on to say, I hope all of you are working on your own $10 million project. It should be something that should meet the strong needs of your area. That is the strong needs of the people of your area or your community. If you are slow, you will miss it. Don't be slow. The call team on that Tuesday was 6,121. You can see what I have done for a year to give you the rotator. So we can take that up to 50%. So he was exhorting the whole community to help build the core team. Now read the additional notice on the dashboard concerning the core team. So on this same date, admin went on to say, demonstration of building a project before your eyes. So admin went on live to be a 10 million project funding for Life Force grants and loans. So the project was termed Affirmative Waters. And this is the demo of the project that is right here on Ambassador Bay's web page. So you go to YouTube. If you don't have it, you type Bederick and you go to his YouTube. You have demo of writing a professional project white paper. So there you're going to have the opportunity to see everything that has to do with this white paper that can help you on how to build yours. Everything is packed full there to really guide you on how to structure your project and build a good project. Now, let's go for mass adoption on Thursday 2021. Thursday 21:10. Now, on Thursday 21:10, this is the rundown of what took place. Admin said we need to respect each other, and I will still remain unknown till everything is well secured with the Kringle community, because there were people raising doubts why admin is unknown and all the like. Here he explained that. We listened to the video, that is, we listened to the video that the demo of writing a professional white paper, and he explained it again and again. And he explained what the video is all about and exhort the people to try and use it as a tool which will inspire them to wrap their head around their own project. I hope that all of you should know that I'm trying to help lift you up. So admin was saying that his main goal in the criminal community is to lift people up. I want you to be good and happy. I want you to be good, happy, and fine, despite the fact that others are otherwise. So it is normal with human beings to not really be going for what people want for them. We are those that are still on a whole. We are not those that are sitting on a whole lot of money on the sacrifice of the world at large. You just need to try to be good at the time. Don't go to and fro from good to negative. I want you to be happy and fine. Let's keep the guide of our community, which of love and respect. Let's reflect that since we have embedded that into our culture as traditions. Love and respect is what we have embedded in our culture. We are dealing with a massive change in the world. So we have this obligation of doing. This is because we are not afraid. If you keep to the principle of fear, you will not help any person, even yourself. These people that have enriched themselves decide to shut down the whole world, and they are only 300 of them because we are addicted to fear. We have allowed them to accomplish their plans, e.g., the COVID cases in March. Only one COVID case in March in Cameroon made all the borders and the airport to be shut down, which force Ambassador Stephen Coffey to stay in a hotel. This worked because everyone was just complaining about everything they were doing. So we're supposed to stand firm and strong. We need a whole we need a whole bird individuals and not stupid one. We need to move from the number of governments now to 7.5 billions of governments in the world, where you do what you are satisfied with and not someone others you to do something. We will be functioning on one law: do no one harm, which is the law of nature. Government, in another perspective, equals mind control. We need to govern our own minds, and that is what life force wants from us. We can do superordinary things with our minds. We are great with our minds. We need to stop this genocide that they have put us in our minds with fear, and you need not to cooperate with them to do whatever they want because they have put you under fear. I'm not here to control your minds like the governments, and actually, we are here to help you be fine and be happy. Keywords of that day was now. I was to turn the rotator to you by now if you if it was already buried. If we don't close the core team this month, we shall drop the rotator. The only time we have power is in the now, or the only time we have power is now. We are not living in the past or the future. And Annie went over to do a confession to explain us the power of the now. My major problem in the past was procrastination, putting things off or hurrying up and wait. That is what procrastination is all about. I was a super Mr. Procrastination. But when I changed, everything changed. Without proper preparation, you don't just do good at anything. You have everything to gain to learn now to do what is necessary. It is not true for the rest of the world. We may not be here next year. We need to do it right now. And doing what? Helping others to know that we must end this genocide. Do not wait for a justification for someone to use the assurance card before you start talking about it. Start just talking about the assurance cards. Look at what is coming. Can be looking at what is coming. We can't just afford to wait. Are we not capable of doing what is necessary? We have to overcome that. We cannot be happy if we are embarrassed, apart from TBC and Life Force. I don't see anyone doing something hard to put an end to the zombie apocalypse, not even the street demonstration. So admin went further to really expel this out to the whole community and give us an understanding that we should put forth to do it now. If we are doing what we need to do to grow our numbers, we are not going to change the situation. We may have all lost. So we need to do what is necessary. I will not take the jab because I know all about it. Even with a gunpoint, I will not do it. Everything to lose or gain is all based on now. We need that rotator bill for all the food subsidy centers. We need the money that is coming from the activation to do all these things that we have projected well. This is a self-funded operation, TBC community, and it is time. I don't care what your motivation is now. I may not live next February, which is my birthday, if we do not act now. So the question on Thursday was for us to act now, and admin has been stressing on that since that same day. And I will not go without giving you this special information, which is in the Kringle back office, which many people have not really taken time to read at it, which tells us what we should be doing right now in the Kringle community. We should have been doing this. Guys, in the Kringle community, we should have been We should have been doing this, everybody. Here is what we must understand what is taking place in the criminal community. Admin wallet gauge has not been accurate.
Welcome to your dashboard inside of
Admin gauge wallet has not been accurate for a while. This is the message that is here. And most people are not reading. During the time of admin wallet gauge has not been accurate during the time of processing all of these corrections we have been making recently. We would have all of these corrections done before the end of October 2021. Admin wallet gauge will be accurate before November 1st, 2021. Thank you in advance for your understanding. Be advised, if you have received more rewards for broadcasters between June and September 2021, the commissioner is in the process of correcting those values. Those affected will see transaction in their wallets for the incorrect amounts, and within 24 hours, the correct amounts will post. Note, you may receive an error that you have reached your transaction limit for the day. This is normal and will not affect transaction in the next day. Please do not open a ticket regarding this matter. So this is what we should be doing, all of us in the criminal community, to let everyone know the truth about this slight trouble or this slight misunderstanding that has to do with the criminal back office. So guys, this is what I had for the review of this week. I'm so sorry that yesterday I was not there. On Saturday, pardon, I was not there because I was not so sound, and I went out of town. Notwithstanding, I've tried to catch up this morning. So for those who have been waiting for the weekly review, here we come with the weekly review of the mass adoption training. Try to share with your downlines and everyone that you have to know about the criminal community. And the center message is for us to act now and share the information concerning the assurance the assurance health card, to make everyone to know what is going on and to bring them on board, because we need to get the numbers on our side right now for us to do things work out. Oh, come on.